We're back, folks. Thanks for joining us. Sorry I didn't upload the Funny Moms from last week yet. I'm still doing it. The audio got fucked up. I didn't plug shit in right to the...
Imagine that.
Well, that one wasn't my fault. The sound guy was smooching his girl outside.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Because I actually fucked her also while he wasn't looking.
Like 6 times?
6 times.
Well, maybe that's why the fucking sound was fucked
dude.
up. You piece of shit.
You know I'm a damn cocksman.
You hog.
You know I have to
You
fucking...
pussy hog.
When I smell that pussy, I'm at it like a truffle hog, dude. I'm a pussy truffle hog.
You gotta watch your fingers around pussy and stop. You can't. He'll fucking bite him right off.
You can't let this guy in a fucking legal seafoods because...
Hell no, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all over those
crazy.
clams. Hey, oh my God, I love me some clams. Woo! We have a special guest.
You ever hear the term meat clam as slang for vagina?
No, just make it clam.
I know. Meat clam always bothered me because I'm like, a clam is meat.
Yeah, it's a type of seafood.
Yeah, and that's the majority of arguments I've gotten into at the bus stop.
You know where broad comes from?
From Broadway.
It's a cut.
It used to be that theater was only women.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's why they called it Broadway.
Wow, that makes so much sense.
Don't look that up, by the way. If you do, you're a piece of shit.
No.
And fact checkers, that's like a form of tattletale.
Yeah, it's low-level tattletaling.
Hey, PolitiFact,
Yeah.
that's for tattletales.
Absolutely.
For sure, yeah.
You go to fact check. If you can ever complain about fake news, you're a tattletale.
I got you 4 Pinocchios. I got 4 Pinocchios right here, pal.
What's 4
Yeah.
Pinocchios?
It's like if someone says something wrong, it's like rated on Pinocchios. How much
but how
of a
could
lie
that...
it is.
What?
Oh, is that on PolitiFact they do that?
That's
I
on
one of
Washington
those.
Post.
Oh, on Washington
I
Post
don't know.
they do the
just,
Pinocchios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got 4
think-
That
Pinocchios.
doesn't make sense.
They should use that to gauge how much of an Italian lie it
because
is.
like when Pinocchio lied, his nose got longer. He didn't multiply.
Yeah.
So the
Right.
metaphor.
They need a GIF.
Or
BuzzFeed
also just
should
a lie.
pioneer.
The concept of a lie is that it's a lie. You don't need to say it's 4 lies.
No,
It's
it could be. You could do a bigger lie than a smaller lie.
What does that mean?
Like,
Just be
if
like,
I
this
say-
isn't inaccurate.
that's the whole like average between the truth and a lie. Like
If I
gotta
said-
hear both sides kind of thing.
If I said you were straight, that'd
Yeah,
be a
that's
big
4
ass lie.
Pinocchios.
That's 500 Pinocchios.
That's so
But if
many
I say you're
Pinocchios.
bi, that's only 250 Pinocchios.
What if that was
Bi
like
what?
that's Roger
Bisexual.
Ebert's rating
I don't
for
know
his
about
favorite
that.
movie, Pinocchio? So anything he watches, he rates on how good of compared to Pinocchio, how much I love this movie.
Me and my little wooden boy.
What was Roger Ebert's favorite movie?
In the Valley of the Dolls.
Well, he wrote that.
He wrote.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Oh,
Well, he wrote a movie. I love that.
but
when fucking critics
it's-
think they can actually do the
No,
thing.
no,
It's
no.
good?
It's like batshit insane. Actually,
yeah, it's
Really?
funny.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's a good.
Okay.
I liked it. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
But
I'm
his
not
fa-
surprised you're the only person here who has seen it.
It's been recommended to me a million times, and it was always just hard pass based on the description.
I watched it in
It's
college
big among gays and women.
Yeah, that's why.
So that's why Adam watched it.
for sure. I'm both.
I think the gayest movie I've seen is Paris is Burning.
Huh?
The gayest movie I've seen.
Oh yeah, I love that movie though.
That movie
Of course you
rules.
do.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen it.
No,
Yeah.
that
It's about
movie rules.
voguing.
I just sit there and I get angry. It's good.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, no, it's about voguing.
Yeah.
I love to Vogue.
yeah.
It's basically it's how gays created the culture that white women are now discovering 25 years ago.
well, yeah, no, that.
Well, and also
Gays
like
and black
working
women.
class. These are like poor.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
beyond
black
working
and
class, they're like
Latino.
heroin
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
class.
no,
Hell
but
yeah.
gays sort of
They're
stole
basically
it from black
dumpster
women.
babies.
Yeah.
That's
Black
that's
women.
how the
No.
chick.
People aren't exactly not black women. Too.
Yeah.
like
They're-
Oh,
there's
sure.
a
like-
lot of like kind of.
I feel like Yas Queen is like a black woman
Black thing
and
that
then a
white gay
thing,
guys stole.
and then white gay guys get into
Yas
it, and
Queen-
then white
No,
women
it's
get
black.
into it.
Definitely
Black
came-
gay
came
guys.
from-
Black gay guys came up
from,
with it.
Black
from
women.
from
Yeah.
ballroom.
Amber, come up on the mic more.
From what? From ballroom dancing?
Like that's
But the ballroom.
Like
the
voguing,
Yeah,
yeah.
they would call them balls.
Yeah,
and
they would go into these like,
like RuPaul?
abandoned warehouses and fucking have these like drag shows.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I
That's
fucking
right.
love
They were way
RuPaul's
more
Drag Race.
complicated.
But it was gay men.
Yeah, yeah.
It was gay black men that came up with it, and then gay white men stole it. The only thing black women have ever come up with is NASA. That's what they.
What a
They
weird
only brought us
way
to the
to-
moon. And what are we even doing with that?
Yeah.
That's a patented Nick thing where you don't know what to get mad at because how many things are wrong in that
It's
statement.
I wanna
racist
see-
but flattering.
yeah.
I want to see that movie though.
I kind of do
Showtime
too.
at the Apollo 13.
I think you
I
made
think you
that
already
joke.
told that joke.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Who cares?
You
That's a
just
good,
like
that's
so
a really
much.
good joke.
It's a good joke. Hey, comedy is about repeating yourself until they take your TV show away.
So absolutely true. Until they take away that sweet ass Tim Allen show that we watched last time.
That was so depressing.
I
Yeah.
fucking loved it.
That put me in the mood.
Yeah, it's Stand Your Ground. Is that the name of the show? George Zimmerman was right with Tim Allen. Home Improvement, and the improvement is he buys a gun in case a teenager walks past the lawn.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, guns are really good for home improvement. You could use the
Yeah.
butt as a hammer.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
why that show's stupid is because he's supposed to be this like conservative dad, you know, and it's not supposed to be satire. It's not like an Archie Bunker character.
Right,
No,
not at all.
Yeah.
And so he's like this working class dad, but his work is he's like a vlogger.
Right.
Yeah.
I
He's-
thought he ran the store.
No, he does vlogs for the store.
So
Well, he
he's-
owns the store too.
No, the old guy I think does.
He's the social media manager for the store.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. So
No, I
he's-
think the old guy works for him.
That's but
Does
that's
he?
like
I think the implication is that Tim Allen owns that.
No,
but
the old
that's
guy
like
sees
perfect,
that.
though, the
That's-
idea that you can like
that's
fake
telling that
Alan
Adam
Arkin.
watched the show and he focused on the operations of the business.
Yeah, of course.
We have to figure out how this business is.
He's got a flow chart, a
Yeah.
complicated,
course.
detailed flow chart.
but like the ability
You have
to
certain
assume,
responsibilities.
like working class aesthetics and be like, yeah, you're a vlogger, bitch.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
and then they have
little
that
bitch.
like fake website that they show the vlog on, and it's got like joke ads around it.
You know what we
Yeah,
should
and it's-
watch? Kevin Can Wait. I want to see what that's about.
Yeah.
It's Kevin can wait or Kevin can't wait.
He can wait.
I think he can wait. He's got time on his hands.
Yeah,
He can wait.
You know what that should be? It should be Kevin can wait, but then wait is spelled WEIGHT, and then it just confuses the fuck out of everybody because you got too many puns in there.
Yeah, I wonder what that show. I think it's just King of Queens.
It's got to be King of Queens. I mean, what? First of all, King of Queens is still just every
It's
other
just him
sitcom that's
making
ever
that
been on.
face. Just
Yeah, Kevin James is funny. His stand-up was funny.
I
Was
remember
it?
a stand-up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, the
remember
bit
he had
about
a
the
bit
phone.
about a woman picking out a greeting card
Yeah,
that was completely silent.
yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, his
Interesting.
thing about like going through the line in the bank when there's no line, and then just having to go through
Yeah,
like
it's like excellent
Yeah, yeah.
body humor.
Oh yeah, he's a great physical comedian.
Really? I never watched.
You know
his
the bit
stand-up.
about the phone numbers, like giving
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
a phone number, so someone like leaves them a phone
Yeah,
number
yeah.
on a voicemail.
My
and
number's
then-
3684 287 1735.
yeah, just not saying it in
Yeah.
cadence.
The
Yeah,
agreed
da
upon
da da
rhythm.
da da da
Oh, wow.
da da da. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm jealous, dude. That's the career I wish I could have.
Yeah, but now he's in really terrible.
Yeah.
His brother's a stand-up
what?
too.
He's
I
in
think.
Yeah.
extraordinarily successful sitcoms. I mean,
King of Queens was pretty
That
funny
wasn't
also.
a bad show.
Yeah, it was not bad.
You have to judge things within the context of what sitcoms are.
Jerry Stiller's funny.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Patton
probably
Oswalt.
just don't like sitcoms.
Yeah,
And that's fair.
That's really what it is.
That's
I'm
fair.
also
Don't like
kind of a
sitcoms.
big apologist of the Adam Sandler Kevin Smith comedy duo tandem. I think some
Chuck
of
and Larry was some of the best political satire of
I
the
think
time.
Chuck and Larry is what this nation needs right now.
You know what was funny? The campaign. Did you guys see that?
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
actually funny?
Yeah, it was.
Well, he was
Wait.
just doing Bush and then Seth Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
like,
but that's not.
it was their two
that's
characters.
Will Ferrell and
yeah, Will
Will
Ferrell was
Ferrell
just
and
doing
Zach
Bush, basically
Right,
from
right, right.
SNL, and then
and it actually was good.
Will
yeah.
Ferrell's Bush is good though. Did you see the one man show? It's very good. It holds
Well,
up.
apparently
Here-
Jim Downey, like people got beef with him.
Do you want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
And this is going to be huge, but I think SNL purposefully propped up Trump because they knew that
It would be funny.
It'd be easier to write sketches.
Okay. Well,
I'm serious. I seriously
I
think
you're
they're
right.
they were that desperate for another 8 years of good impressions. They wanted Baldwin back on the show all the time.
I don't think so because they love Kate McKinnon. They would have been completely
Oh,
fine
that's
leaning
true.
on her.
Yeah, well, she
yeah,
can
but
play
she's
Trump.
not as fun. Like,
But
the
she's good at
character
Kellyanne
isn't as funny.
Conway.
She's that good.
Yeah.
She's
she
good at
could play
Kellyanne
Trump.
Conway.
But
Which, by
no,
the way, I want to bang Kellyanne Conway.
Why? Because she's a
Have
woman that you've seen.
You know, she like tried her hand at stand-up.
I haven't seen the video.
I saw the
know.
video,
Oh.
dude. She did How Many Y'all Like Sex, dude?
Oh,
that was her
that's
opener. No,
Look,
but
I want to get
Kellyanne Conway, but it's K apostrophe E apostrophe L apostrophe L apostrophe Y.
Dude, I don't know. I just want to get
having an apostrophe.
Horatio
name.
Sands.
Nothing.
Yeah, you
Horatio
got an
said-
apostrophe.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah, in the middle name though. That's weird.
Yeah.
There's a interview with
Yeah,
Horatio
blacks love
Sands where-
apostrophes. Jews love hyphens. That's the punctuation rule with names.
But last names for Jews.
Yeah,
They love a nice
hyphens.
hyphenated,
Yeah.
a nice fucking.
Silverstein
The
Chow.
Irish like
Yeah.
apostrophes
Yeah,
too.
they're nice. The Irish?
Yeah.
O'Donohan, Fuckle.
O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, what are you talking
you're
about?
right. You're right.
Irish people love apostrophe.
I thought
I
for
said that. That's what I said.
yeah, but you just threw it all on. Well, anyway.
No,
I
I added them.
Okay, you put it in a.
I thought it was hyphen. I've never seen a hyphenated Irish name. Have you seen O'Shaughnessy fucking McDonald?
No,
I never
No.
have. Because the woman
That'd
knows
be
her
cool
place
if
in
it
that
was
culture.
McDonald, but an apostrophe after the MC.
Oh, yeah.
that'd really bring it
McDonald.
around. Wait, wasn't the girlfriend in Coming to America McDonald's?
Yeah, but it was called something else.
What was it called? Whack Arnold's?
No, that was Chappelle's show. Fuck, what was it called in Coming to America? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen that
We should
movie in
rewatch
20
that movie,
years.
though.
It's good as hell.
Yeah.
It's good,
It holds
dude.
up.
He does all the characters in the barbershop scene. It's like Mike Myers before he was Mike Myers.
Yeah, dude, we're due for a fat suit movie.
Who do you think?
I
Kevin
really
Hart,
hope
fat
Club
suit. How
will
is that
come
not
back.
happen?
What I think there should be a Stavros fat suit movie where we make him even fat.
I'm down, dude.
I think no,
Just
that's
some
the
guy
next
that's,
Kevin
like,
James,
bedridden.
like,
They put
vehicle,
wheels on the
and
bed.
He'll be mad that he stole that from you.
That's true.
Tesla makes a bed with wheels on it that Stav lives in. As a 900-pound woman.
Okay, well, okay. Am I a big mama?
No, it's called Extremely Fat Hal. It's called Hal Clump. Is the name of it.
Dude, I want to do a movie called Fat Terminator or Fat Rambo, and it's just Rambo or Terminator, but it's a fat guy.
Dude, the fat suit as a comedy piece.
Yeah,
is
it's
so
Rambo First Blood Clot.
That's it, dude. And I'm shooting a bunch of fucking Charlies, but then I see a slice of pie,
Yeah.
and I stop and eat the
Were
pie.
you guys into Primetime Glick? Jiminy Glick?
I watched it some. I mean,
I used to love that.
You
show.
know, I had cable when it
It
was
could be really
on.
good.
So, I mean, I had seen clips of it and shit, but yeah, it was
He used to
funny.
use the fat suit so well. Like
Yeah.
he'd like sit like gaily. He'd like I'm sitting right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in the fat
Friedland
suit,
style.
he'd sort of like just
Pull
like
up his knees to
pull
his
up his
chest.
knees to his
like
chest.
It's just between us girls.
Yeah, but he was in the fucking fat suit. He'd just be like flopping all over. He's
He's a great
incredible.
physical
Martin Short's the goat, dude.
comedian.
I never
We
watched
talked
it.
about it before, but Clifford is the greatest
It's the
comedy
greatest.
movie of all time.
We should watch it sometime.
Yeah,
I never fucking gave Jiminy Glick his due when I'm very stupid and my tastes are so, like, you know what my favorite first comedy movie that I was obsessed with was? It was Night at the Roxbury.
Oh yeah,
That's
Like,
a good- that's a
I
good
loved
fucking
it.
I never
love that
saw
shit.
I love that
assumed
and
it was
Corky
bad.
Romano.
It was fucking
Yeah.
Corky Romano
I'm
was
very
funny.
It's hilarious, dude. Remember the guy doesn't know how to read? Do you remember his fucking whopped Guido brother doesn't know how to read?
Sean Penn's brother is who played
Chris
it.
It's
Penn.
Chris Penn.
Chris Penn.
Yeah. That's
Who
so
died.
funny. He's at the fucking ice cream place and they have 3 flavors.
Yeah.
And it's strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, and he can't read. He's like, yeah, let me get the Rocky Road. And they're like, we only have 3 flavors. All right, pistachio.
That's a good bit.
So
all right,
also-
Chris Penn, dude.
I know.
R.I.P. Seriously.
Also, Sable was in that movie.
Sable.
Sable was in that movie.
The
Yeah.
most elegant woman.
Bringing back wrestlers or some wrestling. Also, my fault, everyone. I said at the East Point Mall that it was Trish Stratus. It was actually Terry Reynolds.
Oh.
That was at the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, I made a
valet.
mistake 2 episodes ago. What's his name? The California governor, Jerry Brown, was Catholic. He wasn't Jewish
Oh yeah.
before he converted to Buddhism.
Oh okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, but if you converted to Buddhism, it's a pretty good bet.
He's halfway
before-
Jewish.
You know what's weird
He's
is that
Jewish,
Jerry Brown
yeah.
became governor again, and my only knowledge of Jerry Brown was that the dead Kennedys hated him.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, Jerry Brown's
Jerry
a fucking
Brown.
fascist, you know, and it's like, is he
Yo, we
still
gotta-
bad? I don't know anything about this guy, other than he should go to Cambodia or something. Or
How old was he when he
can't
fucking
fuck because he's drunk or something? I
Oh,
don't
he's
know.
drunk. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
old was he
Jello-
when he
yeah.
first became gov? He must have
I
been a
guess he
young
was
boy because he doesn't
younger.
look that bad right now.
He looks pretty good. Jello Biafra had a very similar voice to the B-52s.
Yeah. We've
guy.
talked about that.
Have we talked about that on the pod?
The Love Shack is a place filled with fascists.
California.
I don't think I've listened to one Dead Kennedy song in my life.
Oh, my parents
Probably
were
heard
Dead
one
Kennedys
without.
fans.
Yeah, there's no way that's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
What's their fucking most famous
Police
one?
Truck, Holiday in Cambodia,
Too drunk to
California
be drunk.
Uber Alles.
California Uber Alice, yeah.
No, you'd have to hum them.
They're
California!
They're fun bands.
Love Shack.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Lobster.
Ba-dun-dun-dun-da-da-da-da-dun. Cock lobster. Thank you.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, suck my dick.
Yeah, those are you've definitely heard Dead Kennedy songs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just there were terrible like fake crust punks at my high school with their fucking buttons and shit, and it turned me off to them.
The DK.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool logo.
It's a good logo.
There's no way you've been in a bar anywhere in America without hearing Dead Kennedys.
Maybe. We'll have to
Especially
throw
in
some on later.
Baltimore, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Every
yeah,
dive
probably
bar has-
sidebar.
Yeah.
Sidebar, just sidebar
Dude,
alone.
if you want to have a successful bar, you paint all the walls black and you just play the Tony Hawk soundtrack.
Oh, was it on Tony Hawk?
So good.
Yeah, they had.
well, maybe. That's probably...
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
Police
definitely-
Truck was definitely on the first Tony Hawk.
It was on
Yeah.
Tony Hawk 1. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was a great soundtrack.
Yeah,
Goldfinger, Superman.
man, I wanted to buy the new one, but apparently it's just
It sucks.
It's absolute shit.
It's probably
Elvis
the
bought
same
it.
engine as like 10 years
Not,
ago.
yeah, exactly. It's exactly the
They
same.
made no effort to make like new levels. The
But-
soundtrack is all like just shit they found on SoundCloud.
And you have to fucking play it online, I think. There's no cool way to, like, unlock everything.
And they do this weird lobby thing where you're just like you don't like go online and then play a certain match and then you're in with those people. There's this the lobby's like an open world where you skate around with people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which just seems like a waste of processing power
Yeah.
and why I
So
don't-
it's Grand Theft Auto, but you
I
can't
would much rather
kill
just
and
have
shit?
a fucking menu. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gay as hell, dude.
Yeah. I just got the new Resident Evil.
Is it good? Oh, you haven't played it
Yeah,
yet.
it just came. So my review is the shipping was pretty good.
What's the
box looks
cover
pretty
like?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, good cover.
I used to play that shit for GameCube. It was tight.
Yeah, that was the only one I've ever played. Is that remake, and that one was cool.
It was really good.
Yeah, it looked great.
But
That
I
was
was-
the appeal.
Yeah, but I was too gay to fucking fit. I was too much of a pussy. I shouldn't say gay. I was too much of a pussy. to
Okay,
finish
yeah.
it.
So use the female
I
anatomy.
shouldn't say gay. I was too much of a faggot.
I shouldn't say faggot. I was completely retarded. Full blown.
Well, I don't want to offend anyone here, but boo,
Just keep escalating.
women.
Oh my god. we were at the diner.
Black and Latino.
When we were at the diner a couple months ago, and we were like, we were doing that character, like, what? Excuse me, sir. What?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is this gay ass shit?
I just excuse me. My only question is, what is this gay ass shit right here? Sorry, I don't want to bother you, but what the fuck is this shit?
Yo, this shit looks very gay. This omelette y'all got over here. What the fuck is that shit? Yo?
Just
That's
trying to
some
be
kinda-
as polite as
Yeah,
possible, but
I ain't trying
but
to
not
ruffle
being-
no feathers over here.
Look,
not
I've
being
never had
able-
French cuisine before, but can you explain to me what this faggot shit is?
not being able to not say gay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't trying to do no hate crimes over here, but this
You're
shit
with
looks-
your whole family. Everyone has their shirts tucked in, and their hair brushed.
Yeah, I like the idea of like a Dundalk guy going to Dick's or
Sporting Goods?
No, not Dick's Sporting Goods. What's the name of the fucking
Dick's
Oh,
halfway
the
in.
insult
Yeah,
place?
Dick's restaurant, and
Yeah.
then making the waiter cry without trying.
Just swinging at the waiter.
Dude, actually, one of my favorite things to do, you go on Yelp, find a Dick's, and look at the Yelp reviews for Dick's. Because there's always someone that's like, I understand that this is a theme, but they called my daughter a slut in training. She's 11 years old.
There's one in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore now.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
We gotta start a fucking list of activities to do as a pod to report back to the listenership.
We still need to go to the batting cages.
We gotta go to the batting cage, and we gotta go see cats on mushrooms. I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tight.
Yeah, man. You know what I miss most about living in Austin? It's first of all, it's a town for man children.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
The entire place. It's a
Yeah.
daycare center for fucking 26-year-old alcoholics. But we used to go in the afternoons in Cedar Park. there was this place that had $5 all you can bowl, and then like a 4-hour happy hour. So with shoe rental, it's $9. You bowl as much as you fucking want.
Nice.
Yeah, per person.
Tight.
But then they also had laser tag and an arcade.
Oh, hell
and
yeah,
and
dude.
stuff.
Oh man.
And we just go get trashed and do all this shit, and then just like drive home. And I don't think any of us had jobs. I don't know where we got the money
Don't
for
remember
that. Yeah.
employment at all.
Well, it cost
It's just-
$12.
Yeah, it cost nothing. I would like temp once
You're a
a month.
blackout.
Yeah. There was no fucking income tax in Texas, so I would work 2 weeks at a temp agency on some assignment at $15 an hour. It's like, great, I don't have to work until winter. It's like the ant and the grasshopper if you could combine both characters.
Fuck, man. Let's move to Austin.
Ugh.
There's nothing more fun than getting a fucking 30 rack of brews and going to a fucking driving range.
Yeah.
A
I
driver-
love it.
That's why you become president, is so you can do that all
So
the
yeah,
time.
now watch this drive.
Now
Yeah.
watch this drive.
Now watch this drive.
The best Bush quote is just like, I mean, now watch this drive is great. Was that right
That's
after?
nowhere. That's not even in the top 10.
I know, but that wasn't when he said the like gynecologists can practice their love with women.
That was good.
Yeah. He's like, he had one where he's like saying something about, we're getting jobs coming back. There's the machines. First of all, you have machines, but then what about the machine making places? So there's jobs at the machine making places.
Then there, of course, is the famous one, which is fool me once,
Yeah.
and fool me twice.
But that
you
one, see,
can't
I
fool
don't.
me
That's
again.
not even a particular
And then-
good one because that one fucks up a lot of people.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Does it?
And then he's like,
I don't know. It's. I can see that mistake.
"There's
other
a
ones-
saying in
Up you.
Tennessee."
No,
And then he's
never.
like, "First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil."
Man, Letterman just fucking that great speeches in presidential history was such a good late night bit where they were just. Do you remember that one? Or just they would do like a clip of FDR, JFK, and then just the most dumb shit Bush said that week.
He was the fucking best, dude. He was the best
George
late
Bush?
night guy.
Yeah, he was.
No, I'm David
The best
Letterman.
president.
Man.
Do you think? I think.
Oh, George
the
Bush was
president.
definitely best president. Too.
Yeah.
Kimmel's the best late night guy.
Right now.
going now. I think.
Yeah, I like Kimmel a lot, dude. Their
I like him
remotes,
too.
their
He's a
remotes
Vegas
are fucking
boy.
hilarious.
He's
Oh, he's a
Vegas,
Vegas
dude.
boy?
Yeah.
No,
it's a gimmick, but they're like fucking man on the street shit is so
always
funny.
good.
Yeah,
When they dressed up Drake.
Yeah.
As just a guy just with
got
a
people's
beard.
opinions on Drake, yeah.
just shitting on Drake in front of him. It's awesome. Yeah, they're fucking. Kimmel's fucking. He's hosting the Oscars. I might actually watch part of it because I
Yeah.
like Kimmel that much.
yeah.
What
But
if the
fuck-
Dems decide that they need to bring the Republicans and the Democrats together with their next nominee, and they nominate
So they bring
Jimmy Fallon?
Well, if they want to bring everybody together, they bring back the Man Show, but make it black women. And it's still called the Man Show. I was laughing about it the other day. I was laughing
Roxanne Gay.
about they're going to remake Band of Brothers, and it's going to be Leslie Jones, fucking Kristen Wiig.
it would basically you have to have everyone in Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
That's a
They
given.
talk about Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
I turn it on; it's all white.
She's Captain Winters.
They saying orange is the new black.
Yo, do you think? I think the Illuminati's real now because, and I think the Bush family is like way into it because now it's like this is the one guy who could make Bush look like pretty good. Do you know what I mean? Like I think they're gonna let Trump be shitty for a while, so everyone forgets how shitty Bush was, and then they're gonna
That's a
get him.
shittier theory than my SNL theory.
Yeah.
No, and then they're gonna fucking snipe
Well, I
him.
was trying to
dude.
say it before, but like a bunch of
He
cast
doesn't
members.
care about his legacy. He's fine. He's just painting.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, he doesn't, and
doesn't
try not
care.
to drink.
but
yeah.
Pappy Bush might.
Did you see
Pappy Bush
him?
is gonna
Did you
die.
see Bush at the inauguration? Just
Yeah,
like
just lounging.
playing in that poncho like a toddler.
It was amazing. Playing
Yeah.
peekaboo with a clear poncho.
I don't
He's a
understand. Like,
war
there's-
criminal.
Yeah. And there's like plenty of people that get mad at this like kid gloving of Bush that happens now, but it's hard not to with how
Oh,
much
yeah.
of a fucking like public buffoon he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Do you think he's
Yeah, I
off
mean,
the
it's
wagon?
awful, and we should
maybe.
remember that he's a monster, but also he's a goof, and it's funny.
so
Yeah,
When
yeah.
at the Charleston,
I did red eye.
Memorial.
I did red eye with
Dick.
John
They're so
Bolton the
bad.
other night.
The
You did?
Yeah, I did Red Eye with John
What?
Bolton, and you're just sitting there.
He's a war criminal.
I know, and it's like,
You and John Bolton on the same panel.
and it's like, like you want to just be like, yeah, you're a piece of shit or whatever, but he's this meek old man that says things like, I'm just joshing, like earnestly.
Oh God!
And it's hard to do anything, just be sort of like icy towards him.
I thought he was a temper guy. I thought he was a bad temper.
Maybe, but it wasn't fucking displayed in the fucking green room where he's like, like, oh, those cookies are pretty good. You should try them.
You remember at the Charleston Memorial when George Bush was holding Michelle Obama's hand and he's just swinging it like a little boy? Like he couldn't control himself. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's probably off the wagon, right?
That'd be awesome.
Do you think he's drinking
Why
it?
wouldn't you be, dude?
I think he's probably like got something better than booze that he's getting prescribed.
Yeah, I would say, I already
He's
said,
got some weird rich people drug that will never.
I'm going to fall off the wagon when I hit 30. I already made that promise to myself.
Come on,
So if you're already done being president, why the fuck wouldn't you fall off the wagon?
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
The only reason you get sober is so that in a future date you can get really fucked up.
He did a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
You have to
That's
know.
true,
It
buddy.
is really. You have to look at your period of
You're right.
sobriety like a really long, shitty hangover,
Okay.
and that at a certain point it's going to be 5 p.m. and then
It's gonna be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, and then it's time to start it over again.
Okay,
Otherwise, you can't stay
live
sober.
here because you're not shitting in our bathtub or whatever the fuck it is you do.
I don't do that. One time I woke up in an office chair in my kitchen, just like with the door to the refrigerator open. I was like asleep in an office chair.
That was not there previously.
No, I stole it from like the
An
the
office.
commons area in our apartment complex.
You did. You stole it from an office.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the business center.
Yeah.
That's what they always
Which
call
was
it.
mostly used by like these like 5 feet tall Mexican immigrants that all shared an apartment. There's like 12 of them that shared an apartment, and they didn't have internet in their apartment, and they would all go in there, and it was so funny because you'd go in, and when you opened the door, they would all like pull themselves closer to the computer because they close the window because they were always being
Awesome.
I bet you would go in and they would just get like when you walk in and a dog shit on the floor somewhere, they just get that look and they'll pull themselves into the chair.
Fuck.
And, I shined a light underneath the computer desk one time, and the back wall is just cum. Just all this fucking dry cum, which turns like brown by
I
the
had
way.
a friend that worked at
no.
the Brooklyn Public Library.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like 80% of his job was getting people to like
Yeah.
can't look at porn here.
Well, that's what I love.
80%
Right,
of his
it's
job.
awesome.
He had a master's in library science.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he gets.
Well, that's
what the fuck is
when
library
people are like, "Oh,
science?
we need to save the libraries," and it's like, go check them out first, see what's going on there. Just figure out a way to make it, fight the publishing companies so that ebooks can be free for everybody and make fucking some kind of e-reader cheap.
I mean, they're good public resources.
Libraries
Theoretically.
are
Just
good,
have a
dude.
beat off station for all homeless people.
They already did that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
you're
Link
right.
NYC
Yes.
is. But that's the kind of problem you have to rely on capitalism to solve.
You know that there's like a place with
There's
like
never
going to
there's never going to be social coming.
in like
Times Square.
Times Square now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one
I mean,
came
that's
back.
what Times Square used to be.
They're back?
Well, one is at least back.
Yeah,
like
Giuliani,
the
bro.
old school
Yeah.
pull up the door like peep shows.
Yeah, my aunts lived in Hell's Kitchen
we
my
gotta
entire
go.
life.
I would love to
I
go.
want to interview those women.
Yeah, right by Times Square. And I remember as a kid, we'd go to her apartment and there'd just be prostitutes out in the street just like waving their tits at people.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
That
it's so
sounds
bizarre.
How do
Like
you
when I
wave
go
your
visit her,
tits?
just pull them out and fucking waving. I remember that happening. And I have fucking to go there now and see how it's changed.
Let's go to the M&M store.
But
Yeah.
I want to know how this business is doing and if people are trying to bring dirty New York back.
That'd be tight.
Is this an ideological crusade some pervert's on? Because if so, he's a hero.
Yeah.
It's
It's a weird like contradiction where there's people that are like, New York used to be so much awesome, and it's like, don't open your legs on the train. But remember when people get stabbed to death?
yeah, most of us wouldn't make it here.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Doesn't that
The problem
anecdote-
You used to not be able to go outside after 8 p.m.
And Larry David has that anecdote where he would pretend to be retarded to not get robbed.
Yeah.
Like,
Which completely unnecessary. If anything, that increases your chance of
Yeah.
The stories about them broke in New York City, like before they they like started making money. It's so funny.
All I had was a 19-bedroom apartment on Central Park West. My rent was $12 a month.
No, Seinfeld tells a story about how Larry David just used to spend hours arguing at the fish market with the fish guy. Just like saying like, you didn't give me enough fish, and like just getting that's the thing about Curb is like it's so fun because it's so free of real world consequences for any of his problems because he's a billionaire.
So rich,
The baseline is that he's a billionaire, so he could get mad.
Safe problems.
Yeah, it's safe problems, and that's why it's like comforting almost. Like I've been watching a lot of Curb with all the Trump shit because it's like feels like a vacation from the real world because it's like, oh, this is like a world without any, terrible shit that's gonna happen.
Yeah, just Funk. You gotta watch out for Funkhauser. You don't want to make Funkhauser
Albert
mad.
Albert Brooks' brother.
Yeah,
Real
Einstein.
name Albert Einstein. Yeah.
It's awesome. I like Curb because it's basically just Seinfeld, but it's all Costanza.
It's the Jerry show. Yeah,
It's all
it's the George show. Yeah,
because Costanza is the
Better.
main character of Seinfeld.
No,
he's the best.
Jerry
Yeah.
Seinfeld is the worst part of Seinfeld.
Yeah,
100%. And
Yeah.
Kramer is.
That's why I couldn't
it'll
get
be
into
like
the
a
show.
funny
I was like,
joke,
there's too
and
much
then-
of this guy.
Yeah.
There's one note. He's funny, but
Jerry's-
and his one note is.
Jerry's humor hangs on, it's like Rolex. That's a weird word.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at Rolex. The way people would say it, and then everyone would just have to say Rolex for 5 minutes, and then they could get back to the situational jokes that are very funny.
Right. Yeah.
Although the stuff between him and Costanza, like the one-on-one chats, are awesome.
He's a good foil to Costanza, but it's only showcasing Costanza's comedy.
He's great at shitting on Costanza.
Yeah.
He does. That's where he. That's where he comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the weirdest part of that show to me is that Jerry plays a successful New York comedian, and he's literally not friends with a single comedian.
Right. Well,
He's friends with his weird neighbor,
Banya.
his broke, fat, bald friend,
Right.
and some girl he used to fuck.
Yeah.
It's that's the most unrealistic part of
Strange.
it to me, but.
All the fucking
Yeah, the way if that show is realistic, Jerry would have a podcast with Big J and
Yeah, exactly.
and Luis Gomez.
Yeah.
Dave Smith is Jerry Seinfeld.
sorry, Elaine, I can't hang out tonight. I got to do the podcast. Yeah.
Did you ever watch just like
Jerry's a faggot.
webisode things where he like drives around in cars? The
I hate
webisode?
it.
Yeah.
He's so terrible.
He
the weird
sucks.
thing is he's like old for his age. Like I remember he was talking to like Fred Armisen once, and he's like, "You're like an exotic bird." It's like, are you 80 years old?
Oh yeah.
He's got some good.
He made a Billy and then just became an absolute 1% piece of
Oh,
shit.
dude, I've made $30,000 last year. I'm already a fucking 1%
Yeah.
piece
Yeah,
of
but
shit.
it's just that's an old way of being. That's like an old
Yeah, he's
man way
old.
of being racist.
He's got some
Like,
good
he's
stuff in
older
there.
Than his age.
I loved his the depiction of him on Louis when Louis did the benefit in the
That was
Hamptons.
awesome.
I mean, that episode is incredible, but
Great
like
ep.
it really showed Jerry's like now a black tie. Like he does
Yeah.
stand
Yeah.
up for the Illuminati now.
Totally,
He talks
100%.
about golf. And they're like,
100%.
oh. It's like trying to hit a pea into like a
Louis. Yeah, that was great. He was great. Everyone shits on top 5, but Seinfeld was hilarious in top 5.
I saw it, but it was like a theater cam rip, and I didn't really, I don't remember.
Those are unwatchable, dude. I started buying movies now because I downloaded Silence,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to watch it. And like even a decent rip, it still just kind of looks like shit.
Yeah, unless it's a Blu-ray rip, it looks bad.
Now that I can
DVD
stream
rips
shit.
actively look bad. To me.
Yeah, now that
Oh,
I can,
wow.
now that I
Yeah.
can stream HD content, I'm like, and that's what happened with music. These companies, they were ripping people off with fucking CDs and how much iTunes cost for years, and so they found out a simple streaming solution, $10 a month. That's basically a fucking CD a month.
Fuck over the artists. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
on the
mean,
back
thing
end,
is,
but in terms of
the
getting people to
artists
not
didn't-
steal
I mean,
shit.
When you had material copies of things, most artists still got ripped off.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
Still,
'cause
I do
the
feel
label
be
needs
about
it.
Motown sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I heard it.
they were giving
through
those
the
young
grapevine.
blacks a chance.
Yeah, I mean, they may have ripped
It's a
off
good
the artists,
deal.
but considering
$100
the
for
artists
all
would
your
just
work ever.
re-release the same song over and over again.
Yeah, but they stopped doing that after like the blues. But
Like,
like Leadbelly,
I like
used to do
that.
I don't
He
thi-
would,
I don't
like,
think you should
literally
get paid
go
for-
around the Delta and record the same song. And be like, this is original, just for you, and you just like record the same song.
I like that Motown was Barry Gordy was a black guy ripping off other black guys because before that it was a Jewish guy ripping off. There was like, yeah. There's a long
But there were also
tradition.
Jewish guys in the writing room, like Lieber and Stoller, and
yeah.
Goffin and King.
Yeah.
And Gilbert and Sullivan. Modern Major General was the first Motown song.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
people actually go into the thing when they talk about Hound Dog, and they're like, well, Big Mama Thornton sang that first. Like, yeah, but it was written by 2 Jews.
Can we have a Motown break for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we? Now?
Wait
a minute.
What?
Do
It's
it.
your song, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's Shout, but then you change the
Just
lyrics to
sing
Come.
it.
Come on, man.
I'm not in the mood to sing. I'm relaxing.
Oh,
My esophagus is not in the correct
Your hands
position.
out of the pants and he
The
can't
fans are
sing.
worried about you. People have
Way.
DM'd me, is Nick okay? Can I help him sign up for Obamacare?
Actually, yes, you can. I don't know how to
It's
fucking
very
do it.
hard.
My friend
You
Hadass
talked to
said
my
she'll
friend
do it.
Tim.
She did it for me.
I know
like
you
last
and I
weekend.
know how to fucking do it. I'm not an idiot, but I signed into
I'm
the
an
New York
idiot.
Exchange.
No, you don't have to be an idiot. It's a horrible shit
Yeah, I signed into the New York
It's hard.
Exchange. I fill out all the information. As soon as I go to the page to select the plan, it says you already have another account. Please use that account.
It happened
here.
to me. It
I
happened
click
to
on
me.
that. It says you already have another account.
I know.
So I somehow because I filed my taxes through the New York State, and which required a different login. I now have 2 New York State logins, and because I have 2, there's no way I can sign up for health insurance. So
I had 2 logins as well, and it's just the second one worked and the first one didn't. But maybe it's different for you.
You have to call them.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to wait on the line.
You gotta wait.
Yeah, dude, I had to fucking call the
Wait a
Department of
minute.
Corporations yesterday.
You
Everyone who works in the
know
state's a
you-
fucking asshole.
Screaming about Obamacare.
The guy, I've been sitting on hold for 35 minutes. The guy gets on the phone and he's like, "Excuse me." It's like that right out of the gate.
Yeah.
You're
He's
gonna be a
sassy?
fucking dick to me.
Terrible.
Well, it's because he probably heard you do African guy voice on the podcast.
Probably. Good. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna get his home number and call him up and do it there.
I'm sorry, bro.
Call him up at 3:00 in the morning. Excuse me, bitch.
That ought to show.
Yeah. How'd you
Nick
get my
is
number?
just fucking Lyle Lovett's character in Shortcuts. Like, just mad they didn't pick up the cake and just harassing a family for like a
I've
week.
never seen Shortcuts.
Oh, it's really good.
Isn't he married to Julia Roberts?
He was.
Oh, Norm for a second.
I think she left him at the altar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was a
Yeah.
runaway bride.
Well, that's, talk about
Well, she was-
fucking up. Wow. I mean, not fucking up, but like fucking way out of your league.
Lyle
Norm
Lovett?
Macdonald.
I
Above
love
your
it, dude.
weight.
Yeah.
I love him, dude. I think he's a good actor. I've never really heard his music before, but
Oh, really? His music sucks, dick.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
I think he's
Above
good
his
in
weight.
whatever he's in. He's good. He's like a good like David Lynch
Yeah,
type
it's
dude.
like if fucking the Eric Stoltz character from Mask just did like Chris Isaac songs.
Who is Eric Stoltz, the guy that does game theory on Twitter?
I don't know.
Who's that guy?
What?
Now
No,
let's
not even
do
close.
a little.
Eric Garland.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Norm.
Eric Stoltz is Mask from the movie Mask. It's
Oh.
Rocky Dennis.
yeah.
Oh, I've never seen
Oh,
that shit.
yeah.
You
I want
have
to
it?
say that Norm joke.
That's a good
about
movie
Lyle
to
Lovett.
see just for comedic references.
Yeah,
That's
people
the
talk about it
only
all the
reason
time.
to fucking see that movie.
It is.
Somebody stop
Anytime you
me.
need to call somebody ugly, you go, "What is this guy? The guy from Mask?"
Yeah.
It's a shame people don't have a deformity where they're like green. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, when I hear the Mask, that's why it never works. 'Cause
Oh,
when
you
I
think
think
about the
Mask, I
Mask.
think Jim Carrey Mask.
There's actually a third movie called The Mask too.
Really?
Yeah, I
What's
think
it
so.
about?
I don't know. I just know there's a lot of
Some
them.
guy puts a thing on his face.
Yeah,
The Man in the Iron Mask.
yeah.
That's pretty fucked up.
Billy Joel has an album called Stormfront, which is hilarious.
Really?
They stole it from us, dude.
That's,
They
his
stole
official,
it from,
that's the official soundtrack. No one knows he's Jewish.
Yeah.
from the JOOs, dude.
Yeah. I feel like Billy Joel would write a song about being alt right.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Billy Joel would do anything for 100
For cash.
If it's part of a story about Long Island, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you'd make a song about it.
Any kind of working class guy.
Misguided alt-right youth.
Yeah. They're shutting down the blockbusters.
Alt-right. All right, boy.
Cum Town boy.
Yeah, that one's the
He was watching his wife get fucked in the ass. Then he sucked
Richard
that black guy's dick.
Richard Spencer, Pepper the Frog, make America great again. We didn't start the fire.
It was all the Jews and then
And
the
refugees.
White genocide is real. Oh man.
Oh, that's
Fuck.
good. That was fun.
That was a good. Nick, did you do something about the Nazi punch thing on the live show?
I mentioned it, yeah.
I just was thinking about it. I was at brunch today, and I was talking about how like I love.
Excuse me.
Damn,
Oh, brunch.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
sorry, bitch. I had
darling.
Ex Benedict.
Oh, darling. It's
I think
not quite
that's probably
brunch.
the best way. Like, you know, people criticize the show for having an alt-right following, which to what extent it actually does, I don't know.
I think
But
there's just a few of them, but they're highly active.
The thing is, the
They
way
love
the
the
way to
internet.
alienate them isn't by saying being a Nazi is bad, because they know it's bad. They like being bad. It's by having Stav talk about going to brunch.
Well, I was at brunch with some other friends of mine. I just feel like it's great that Nazis get punched and everything, but is like violence the way we want to go? Like,
yeah.
but we're gonna lose. Like, that was the pussiest Nazi there is. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's the only politically viable Nazi.
Yeah,
It's
and the
not
thing
these
the
guys
thing
in
with
in the
nonviolence,
basement.
He's
thing
the
with,
main guy.
The thing with
Yeah, he
nonviolence
really
is
deserves
nonviolence really only works historically when it's paired with actual violence.
Yes,
So
that's
you have something
exactly
to
what I was
contrast
saying
it
at the
with.
Women's March.
Gandhi doesn't work without the.
Punching women in the vagina.
I was punching them. I was like, let's be violent. And they were like, this pussy bites your face off. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Nonviolence works when you have a background of actual violence, so that you get the moral high ground and physical intimidation.
right.
That's the problem, is that no revolution has ever succeeded without
angle
violence.
with that whole thing is like, I don't understand what world people are living in when punchings are based on like
Yeah,
strict
That's
principles.
what I was saying too. And they're like,
right,
oh, well,
right.
it's, you know, the like. First of all, like, I'm not a pacifist, but second of all, go to Murray Hill on a Friday night
Yeah.
and like watch David punch other David for
Yeah,
reasons
yeah.
neither of them will even remember in the
Well,
morning.
no,
Like,
because
people
they're
get
frats
punched.
at
Yeah,
Syracuse.
if you've never
Look
been
at
punched, you're a
executed
sheltered
before a
pussy.
firing
Right.
squad.
If getting punched
Yeah.
in the face
People
isn't
get
just a
hit,
fact of life
Jesus.
for you, then you're a fucking pussy.
Well, the problem is like, I feel like
Also, especially if you're calling for genocide, I'm sorry, you really did.
Of course.
You are asking for
Although
a
I
punch.
found that was
100%.
fake. That quote from him, he didn't say that.
Which quote?
The black genocide thing.
Oh, no,
Because I was getting
enough-
shared a
I'm
lot
not,
on.
I don't
yeah.
even know what quote you're talking about, but he said enough things. That
Yeah, he's definitely
yeah.
talked about, you know,
I
ethnic
agree with
cleansing.
him on the Jews, though. But no, but that what I'm sort
I'm
of
just
coming to
scared
the realization
because a lot of liberals are pussies and a lot of Nazis have guns and shit and do pull-ups and
most
shit.
Nazis don't have guns.
Really?
No.
a lot of them
Even
are
if they're not-
gamers.
you know what? I think
There's also there's
Gun-
a big
legal-
minority of them.
Yeah, legal gun owners are probably less likely to shoot somebody in self-defense than fucking somebody that doesn't legally have a gun. Or, you know, that just has a gun they fucking bought off
Go
the
to
street.
Chicago. It's a mess.
Terrible.
My problem is that
Terrible.
capitalism has made me into such a fucking pussy that just wants things that I don't need, and like I feel like we're a generation of fucking pussies that because of like
No,
Yeah,
just
generation
not
politics
just because
is
you're
Well, as
dead.
someone that,
Stupid.
as someone that
We're
can
still
get
made
the
of the
things
same
that they
stuff our
want that they don't
grandparents
need
were.
now, I think it's pretty cool. I don't need any of this shit.
No.
But it makes me happy for about 15 minutes after I buy it.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
And that's...
Yeah, you forget about the time your
first of
dad
all,
didn't come to your
we
game.
should
I
send Piss Pig a PlayStation.
embrace an addiction lifestyle. You know? I mean, sure, do I know cocaine is bad for me? Yes. But am I going to stop doing it? Absolutely not. Why would I? It makes
Maybe
me happy.
It doesn't make me that
vertigo
happy.
You're getting.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't fucking care. I really don't.
I'm not that happy on cocaine. I mean, I like it to
I'm
get
not that
bucked.
happy on cocaine.
I'm not that happy on cocaine. I wanna fuck your dad and then I'll suck his dick. It's
That's
gay,
a deep cut.
but
Is
it's
that, like,
true.
totally
I only wanna suck your dick. Thank you.
The best
Yeah.
one recently was that she sucked my dick.
I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
She sucked my
That one
dick
got me good
today.
for a while.
Just take my penis out and put it in your mouth. Shut up and suck my dick.
I was doing one to jump earlier, but I don't remember what it was. sex.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead and have gay sex.
Might as well fuck.
Oh yeah, might as well fuck. That's it.
Might as well come. There's a lot of any monosyllabic.
Gay. Might as well be gay.
Yeah, we should do an album called "Now That's What I Gay Music."
I liked your earlier incest work, honestly.
Those are my favorite.
The fucking your dad,
dad, fuck my dad. I fuck my dad.
I fuck my dad.
My dad.
That was a good one.
The Wanderer, I think, might have been the best one.
Dude,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a hit at work.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a great
fucking-
I'm the kind of guy.
Mo Mandel, the creator of the show, the executive producer, who wasn't like in the writer's room.
Yeah.
He just came by one day. He's like, "Oh, by the way, Nick, that tweet you did about fucking your mom and dad," he's like, "I've had it stuck in my head." And he's like, "That's great." And then
I
just left. He's like your boss. You know, people get worried about writing dumb shit on Twitter. When I come in and I get brownie points for it.
What a stupid lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is the life we've chosen, folks.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I'm the kind of guy that fucks all day.
Maybe
They
now.
call me the mom and dad fucker. No, the mom and dad fucker. I fuck my mom and dad, my mom and dad, I fuck my mom and dad.
Maybe now it's time to wait
a
a minute.
Back to it. Look, we only got
Not be
15 minutes
pressured.
left, and we got to talk about. Dude, I did David Feldman's podcast, and we talked for like an hour about bullshit. He doesn't like to really. I mean, he'll make jokes here and there, but he just wants to like argue about shit. So he's like, you know, I mean, I enjoy doing.
He's like
it.
a Hillary
But
man.
he wants me to comment on this stuff, and it's like, man, I'm like overstepping my bounds here. Like,
Right,
I
I'm stupid.
come on podcasts because I'm funny. I mean, like,
Yeah.
sure, I'll tell you how I feel about shit, but
You're not
you might as well
Rachel
just
Maddow.
fucking like get anyone else off the fucking
But he does
street.
have the same glasses.
Yeah,
It's true. They kind of look a little bit.
and the same dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little ass dick.
So, yeah. So like we're at the last 5 minutes, and he's like, "Well, we should talk about this Emmett Till thing." I'm like, no, dude. No, I'm not walking out on 30 seconds of me trying to walk my way through how I feel about that shit.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it here?
Well, we have 15 minutes, so I guess we could. But
Okay.
no, I don't really give a shit. I already mentioned how I feel about it.
Well, yeah.
Also,
Our
I
Our
Infuriating.
producer Amber is.
It's infuriating and bad. But who didn't think that was not made up? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's
but my whole point is like it kind of doesn't matter. 'cause
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
don't
matter.
Kill children,
Of course.
Like really, black.
of course it doesn't matter at all.
Black
Yeah.
people should be able to whistle at
Of course,
white
yeah,
women
right,
without
right.
getting lynched. I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course. It
Well,
just
the point.
Maybe I'm a traitorous.
He wasn't
Bernie
making
bro.
fun of lynchings or Emmett Till. He was making fun of people using catcalling to basically oppress
Who's
minorities.
he?
He's talking about me,
Nick.
and my
Oh.
tweet. I'm not worried about the tweet.
Oh, I didn't.
he's
see
just
the
talking
tweet.
about it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I mean, I don't. What other stance is there to have?
I
about,
it
like-
just seems irrelevant to me that she made it up. Like, 'cause it's
yeah,
just
totally.
Like, you're like, like,
course.
don't kill children.
Right.
Yeah.
I was so stupid. I didn't realize like how recent that was. Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy that it was
It
just
was in
like
the 50s, right?
that's insane.
Yeah.
Why is that
Fuck.
insane? That seems like exactly like when that would happen.
I know, but you'd like to think fucking that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, like, I think the last public lynching like legally sanctioned lynching took place in Indiana, and it was like, I'll look up the year.
Well, the lynchings.
Lynchings were never legally sanctioned.
I think so.
They kind of got past.
Well, the
they
lynchings-
they got kind of.
They were always extrajudicial and not like, you know, I mean, maybe the Klan was doing it and some Klan members were fucking cops and shit and politicians.
Right, of course.
You know, it's
definitely
legal
were.
enough that no one got in trouble for it.
Of course.
The
yeah.
lynchings remind me a lot of the MSM's mainstream media's treatment of our president.
Yeah.
Did you see his tweet
out
where
of
he's
my
like, "What is this
apartment."
Nazi Germany?" Where he was like,
He was the Jews. Yeah, he was the Jews in that fucking.
The way I
and
like
then
to
on
read that-
Holocaust,
the way I like to
Memorial
read
Day-
that
He's
is
such a victim.
yeah. The way I like to read that is like, hey, what is this? Nazi Germany? That's the tone.
Fuck yeah, we're real fucked.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking.
I mean,
I was watching Band of Brothers again.
It's been worse than I dreamed.
I was watching Band of Brothers again, and when they take over the Eagle's Nest, when they raid the Eagle's Nest or whatever, and you see how fucking cool Hitler's house was.
So sick.
Not even like his main house, dude. He just had like a man cave on top of the mountain, and it's like I want to fucking do a genocide. I want my own. He had like that badass wine cellar, and
that was incredible.
Everything's made out of gold. That shit was awesome.
Fuck.
Can you imagine how cool it would be?
It was called the
Adolf
Eagle's
Hitler?
Nest.
Yeah,
it's a cool ass name.
Yeah,
I hate how. Yeah, it's tough. How good their styling.
Well,
shit
actually,
was. Fuck
it wouldn't
Nazis.
be cool to be Adolf Hitler, guys, because most people really didn't like him.
Yeah.
He was kind of
Yeah, that
persecuted
dick
by the
problem.
MSM.
Mm-hmm.
The MSM was out to
Was
get
real
him.
mad. Yeah.
What was that Nazi
All right,
that you
go
were
piss.
telling us about that got that they tried to bomb his car and he ran out and on fire? And started
Heydrich.
shooting
Yeah.
people?
What?
Yeah. Heydrich.
Oh, the tight Nazi.
It was that. Yeah, it was that thing where we had to be like, "Isn't it terrible when evil people are clearly
yeah,
cool?"
or cool as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to. It was like British, I guess like proto SAS officers, or maybe they were like SAS guys that fucking. There was an assassination attempt on him, and they threw a grenade at his limo, and it blew up, but it didn't kill him. So, or not his limo, his car. So he gets out and chases them
He
down with a
runs
fucking
out
handgun
with a gun and
on
starts
fire.
on fire.
Yeah.
It's trying to shoot.
Damn, that
he
is
also
tight.
is responsible, very much responsible for genocide.
Yeah.
Just the worst guy.
Sucks, and he's
who is
also yeah,
an action
semi
star.
superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. I'm glad. I think they must have sent the B squad of Nazis to Greece because Greece fucked up. Greece fended off the Italians and the Germans for 6 months on a 2-front war.
Well, the Italians are retarded.
Yeah.
The Italians aren't good at war.
They made the trains go on time.
Yeah.
And then my fucking grandmother, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, evaded the Nazis because her family was communists. She had to go through the fucking back roads to Bulgaria and shit. She was fucking, and they were just able to fucking, the snitches came out and they pointed out who the communists were. And luckily, I guess it was the shitty Nazis. I mean, we didn't get Heydrich. Heydrich was too busy fucking.
Yeah, he would have killed your grandma.
He would have fucking, two-pieced.
Who's the most popular Nazi?
Olga Yanis.
Rommel. It's okay to like Rommel, right?
Yeah.
Because he tried to kill Hitler.
Well, there was a lot of guys
Did
that
he?
were just.
We talked about him before.
That's
the
what
Fox or
Valkyrie's
whatever.
about. The Desert
The
Fox.
Desert
Yeah.
Fox.
Well, yeah, he was dope, dude. He had a small tank battalion and he drove the British across North Africa.
Yeah.
We talked about this
He was
specifically.
there was a lot of guys that were just here. They were German army. And, the Nazis took over. And then, and it's very similar to Robert E. Lee.
Right.
Where he didn't really support the idea of secession. And he was an abolitionist. And, Lincoln was like, hey, I want you to lead the Union Army. And he was like, no, I'm not going to invade my home state.
Right, right.
But, Robert E. Lee comes from, a long line of, America. His grandfather was...
I didn't know he was an abolitionist.
Yeah, no, he didn't support
Really?
slavery. Yeah, as a Christian, he was morally
You
opposed to slavery, but he also felt that it was God's will to end it.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had to protect
What
his,
the fuck was God? How was God going to do it?
I don't know.
Just fucking shoot a lightning bolt and everyone's not
No,
slaves
he loved
anymore?
Virginia.
Yeah, he
So,
loved
right,
Virginia,
right.
and his
everyone
family
did love their states
This
way
is
more
the
back
state
then.
Yeah,
rights
his
thing,
yeah. Well, it was.
He's like, I gotta protect
states'
my
rights
home.
meant something completely different prior to the fucking Civil War.
No, for some people it does mean the same thing as it did.
Yeah, but
those
you-
people
you-
are fucking weirdos and
Yeah.
stockpile guns.
People can't really understand the conceptual framework that people were dealing with, seeing the Union as a collection of states prior to the Civil War.
Right.
They didn't go to other states. You were born
Right.
in Virginia.
Right.
You were a fucking Virginian.
Yeah, you
Your
visited
family,
Maryland on
your family.
vacation.
Your family, was there when it was a colony.
Right, right.
You
you
know,
should read
right.
Matt Karp's book.
Which one?
'Cause you're very
diem.
Carpe diem.
familiar
D's nuts,
with the
bitch.
Princeton historian Matt Karp, and you want to know he has a book about.
Yeah, I've read them all. So which one are you talking about? you fucking idiot.
Stop. Tell us what's it called?
It's called Shit, what the fuck is it called?
I read it.
It's really
It was
boring,
fucking
and
boring.
the jacket is also boring.
It was
but it's a
boring.
good book.
There was no titties
We're
in it
gonna do
whatsoever.
a Cum Town
Book club review?
Yeah, we're all gonna. Our first book is gonna be Robert Caro's the Power Broker.
It's something Southern Empire.
Yeah, wow. Do you know at one point New York didn't have highways and then it did? Anyhow, here's 2,000 pages.
Yeah, yeah.
The Vast Southern Empire. That's what it's
The
called.
Vast Southern Empire. Okay. How many pages?
It's 20 pages and they're mostly pictures.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Another thing too is that like
The llama, the mama.
all those
The mama,
guys,
the llama,
a lot of
the
those
llama, the
Confederate
mama.
generals were like officers during the Mexican-American War.
Oh
You know?
shit! Yeah.
So it wasn't like they were just militia guys. They were U.S. Army guys that fought in the Mexican-American War, and then they served with a lot of the generals. And
Here's the thing: is like those motherfuckers forgot about us kicking their
Can we just, like, put your
motherfucking
name
ass.
on that microphone?
Yeah, stop. Put a piece of like electrical tape
For
on there
what?
so
How about
someone
don't
doesn't get
fuck
pink
up,
eyes.
Don't put shit all over the microphones that you didn't pay for.
It's a good bit, dude, and I will never apologize for it.
Well,
Okay, I'm not asking you to apologize.
Shouts
I
out-
just don't want to get the ass up.
Defend me, guys, out
Speaking
there.
of book reports, I don't know if I told this story or not, but did I ever tell that story about in second grade there was this like kid from like Hungary that did a book report, and like we they would send us to the library, pick a book or whatever, and we do the book report, and like he just assumed the teacher didn't know what the book was about, so I think he had to read like To Kill a Mockingbird or something.
That's such a great,
So he,
such
like-
a hilarious assumption to make.
Yeah. Well, there's so many books. What are the odds she's read this one? So like he gets up to like do his book report on like To Kill a Mockingbird, and it's just all bullshit. It's like, well, there's a mockingbird that lives on this porch, and she's like, the mockingbird is friends with the mayor, and then someone tries to kill the mockingbird.
Can you deliver this in a Hungarian accent?
That's so
That makes
awesome.
it funny.
This is bullshit fucking book report. My move was always to just read the back of the book in class.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I just liked reading.
There was a special ed kid
Shut up, nerd.
in 5th grade who read Animal Farm and like did this like 20-minute report on it, and like the teacher was trying to be like, guys, like that's a really smart book he read actually, and we're like, no dude, that's fucking about pigs and shit. Like, that's not smart, dude.
Yeah.
I remember
We're
one
like, no,
time.
Richard's really smart. He read a smart book. It's about communism, and we're like, nah, that shit's about pigs.
It's about pigs and fucking. I remember when I was in 1st grade. Here's what a good father my dad was. I was like, Dad, I want help on my book. Help me pick out a book. I was like, I can't find one. He's like, write the book yourself. And I was like, I can do that. He was like, yeah. And there was like a blank. For some reason we had like a blank book, and I just wrote a book. I just drew pictures about a bunny.
Wait, what do you mean you had a blank book? You mean a
It was-
journal?
Yeah, when it was like made for kids. It was like for crafting, I guess.
Oh yeah, you can get it bound and stuff.
Yeah,
Do you remember those?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
have
just
no idea what you're talking
You
about.
I know
like draw
exactly
your
what
own
he's
book,
talking
and then you
about.
send
Quit
it to a
distracting
company.
From the story, I want to
Yeah.
see what happens to little Stav.
Anyway, so I
He ate the
fucking
book.
I write this. Fuck you, Adam.
Sorry,
That's
that
so
was really
insensitive. It was not good. It was mean. Anyway,
I see
I wrote
paper.
my own book about a bunny fucking finding a carrot or some shit, and then
So you wrote Peter Rabbit?
yeah, I just plagiarized
Just
Peter
ripped
Rabbit.
off-
I've never read Peter Rabbit, so probably not.
It's actually about Jesus
Is he
and St. Peter. That's what St. Peter
Oh, nice.
wrote, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad told me to write my own book, and then I fucking turned it in and got like, my teacher was so mad at me. She was like,
Really?
Yeah, she was like, you can't write your own. And she was like, I was like, she was like, okay, what's the story? I was like, the little dick bunny or whatever. And she's like, oh, who's the author? And I was like, Stavros Halkias. I didn't even say me. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, I wrote the book. And she's like, you can't fucking write a book report. And I got like, that was the first time I got in trouble, and that was like me going for my father for guidance.
Yeah,
And instead of just
punishing
finding a
children
book
for creativity.
Yeah,
too,
that's
not
another thing.
I was always the kid
assignment.
that would like slack off and like have like a B+ and then convince, because my parents were psychos about grades, and then convince the teacher at the end of the semester like if he let me like put on like a play or like do a song
for extra credit.
I could get extra credit.
Right.
And I'd always
You were Martin
be
Prince.
that kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
One
a
time-
So
fucking-
you were a suck up bitch to the teacher that would do all his
No,
work.
no,
but then
no,
you would
no.
do extra
Yeah,
work at the
yeah.
end.
No.
That's
I would
about right.
always
Oh yeah,
get-
I was a total slacker. I did all my homework, and then when it wasn't good enough, I found extra homework to do.
It wasn't homework, dude. I'd do like fucking like plays and stuff and like songs. I remember one year I made a song up about set to "I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson" by Outkast. that bumped me up
Nice,
in
man.
my biology class.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, it was actually
Pretty
a fucking
tight.
certified club banger. Yeah.
One
She had
time,
me.
my biology teacher in 6th grade, I had to do a report on condensation, and I literally got a chef's hat and I wrote God on it, and I took I took some paper and I cut it up and I wrote rain in a bag and I just sprinkled it over a globe, and she just like gave me 100 for that.
That's genius.
It was just like, she just thought it was so funny, and she just
I
liked
made
me.
good grades.
It's pretty good.
I like that
without
your science
studying
class
until
teacher
I
accepted
hit
God.
high school, and I discovered
the
pot
answer to
boys, and then
how something works.
I was like
just a bit
salutatorian
and she
for a while.
let
Like
it
I was
go.
second in my class, and then I got a boyfriend and found weed, and I was like, nah, fuck this. This
Nice.
is terrible.
Oh, I became a cheater in 6th grade.
Hell
just
yeah, dude.
cheated
I was
for
a
the
cheater
rest-
too.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
I was a big
awesome.
cheater.
I was like one of those people that was really good at taking tests without trying, which is like just like a real luck thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was a good standardized test taker.
I was a
Yeah.
good test taker and a cheater, so that's
I mean,
that's how I
my
got by.
skill was I did none of them.
Alcoholism. That was early
Yeah,
onset
third
alcoholism.
Drinking in special ed.
You're a middle-aged broken
Like a
man at
40.
11.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, homework sucked, dude. Homework still fucking sucks. Doing work sucks.
Reading's
I
gay.
love that Jamel bit about if he could talk to himself as a high schooler, or if he could talk to younger Jamel, what he would say, and he'd say, "All right, first off, do your fucking worksheets. Second off, stop buying so many condoms. You're not gonna fuck. Quit buying so many condoms. Do the worksheets. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, I would not have any advice.
You would have
I'd be
no
like,
advice.
I'd be
You were
like,
fine.
listen,
Watch more Simpsons.
yeah, I don't know. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a Bill and Ted's thing.
Let's write a time traveling pilot. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make a movie where somebody goes back in time and invents. He's the first guy to do gay. He invents being gay. Imagine how much money you'd make if you invested in being gay back in 19.
Yeah, if he was a
before it
shareholder.
before it was cool.
Oh my God, that's like investing in Apple or IBM.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
found out about stocks.
Actually, I made a bunch of money investing in being gay prior to the 1990s ending.
Yeah, when Will and Grace came out, I made like $10 million. Everyone said it could be done, but I said no, it's gonna be big.
Yo, I said, find the stock. The name is S Dix Bucks.
Fuck. Goddamn.
There's just going to be this guy, Elon Musk, and he's going to be gay. And he's going to have a lot of money.
We're gonna send him to the moon.
And we're turning the whole moon gay.
You know what's sad to realize is that humanity's probably never going to go back to the moon.
No,
Human beings will die before we ever go back to the moon.
Dog, we're going to Mars. I can't wait till
We're
Trump
not gonna go to
says we're
Mars.
going to Mars.
We're not. The
He'll
space
say
program's dead. The United States is never going to have a space program.
yeah,
ever
he's
again.
canceling NASA. He's canceling everything.
This
dude.
is the collapse of like Western
the
civilization.
Yeah,
empire
America's
is
in
done.
decline.
The
Yeah.
empire is done. No,
Yeah.
it was in decline, and now
was
it's
already in
over.
decline.
Now it's over.
Yeah, but now it's falling.
It was at a
Guys.
steady decline, and now it's
No,
done.
we're gonna cut $20,000. The $20,000 it takes to have the National Endowment for the Arts, and that's gonna save everything.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna build the
It's
wall
like-
with that, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh my God, dude, the fucking wall. I can't. Jesus
wait.
fucking
People keep
Christ.
arguing on my Facebook, like they're like, it's impossible to build a wall. It's like, no, they'll get contractors, they'll figure it out.
Well, that's
Like,
all it is.
It's not. You don't want to argue from a logistics point of view.
Wow, he just stole your bit,
How?
dude.
No, it wasn't on the mic, so
It
it doesn't
was
count.
on
that'll
mic,
pick
sorry.
up.
Also, that was a more resonant
Yeah.
fart than you.
Look, I fart every week in and week out. I bring it. Adam has one fucking good fart, and now everyone's sucking him off. No thanks.
I'm sorry. Also,
I don't care.
As a
the fans
fat-
know who the true fart guy
As a
is.
fat- you should have longer
a huge
farts.
fucking wall. There's parts of Texas that are
Yeah,
missing.
there's already
a
We're
wall.
extending the fence that was already there.
Well, also they're gonna eminent domain like American ranchers.
Yeah, but
and
if you've been
farmers'
there,
homes.
there's fucking nothing there.
Yeah, I know.
So I
Whatever.
mean, it's not like they're.
They're just trying to make these arguments on
Eminent
logistics,
domaining
like,
something
you
cool.
can't do. It's like, yeah, they can. They could, even if they
They
just
should
stack
just
up
put
a bunch of fucking
casinos.
Legos.
Also, we're-
even if that's not the reason. Like, it being a stupid architectural project
Of course it's stupid.
is not the reason it's like morally reprehensible.
Right,
what they should build is
a
million.
Like, this is a terrible looking.
We're gonna
wall.
build 1 million tiny twin towers all the way across the border. That way, if they come across, it knocks one of them down. They're immediately Muslim, and we have the legal right to kick them out.
Being Muslim will be a felony.
Yeah, I mean,
Second
I
degree
really
Muslim.
can't believe. I was like, I'm like, all right, is he really going to do a Muslim ban? How is that? And it's like, well, day 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Muslim.
really, everything's happening so quickly.
Yeah.
We had 8
We're
years of a president that did nothing.
We're
and
fucked.
then we get
He'll
like
get
the
a
most
piece.
active president in like
Just
fucking-
all I have to say, Donald Trump, if you're listening to this right now, please let me finish Resident Evil before you start the genocide. I want to finish this game. If the servers aren't working, my life will be ruined.
The Democratic Party are the biggest fucking pussies in
Hell
the
yeah,
entire
dude.
world. I fucking hate them.
Yeah,
I
fuck 'em.
fucking hate them.
Fuck 'em all.
The thing is, I saw someone was saying today on Twitter maybe, but someone said that the shock of liberals at the fact that Trump is doing what he said he was going to do is only because all of their candidates never do what
I know.
they said they're going
It's
to do.
this. It's how like it's commendable. Like not commendable, but it's like impressive.
No,
what a
I'm
fucking,
totally impressed. He's literally the
It's-
most active.
he's a
It's
man of his word.
unbelievable, man.
He might be
Like,
the
what
most.
did
This might be
Obama
the
do?
most
It takes
successful
years to
administration in the
push
last
through
like
the
70
ACA,
years.
A terrible,
I know.
ineffectual program.
He spent a whole fucking
Trump
year-
immediately does like every horrible thing. It's been a week.
I think
Yeah.
they're going to hang on to the ACA, by the way. I really do. I really
yeah,
do.
because what the
your,
fuck?
your predictions have been pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Tulsi
lately.
Gabbard, first of all, she's going to be the next president. She's basically young Bernie. She's hot. She's the troops.
She's
She surfs.
She's a
in
Hindu
Syria.
nationalist.
He's making.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's doing satire.
He's making fun of
Amber.
himself for being
Oh, that's
stupid.
right.
I
He did say that earlier,
I
and then he
told-
realized it.
on our good episode.
Oh,
I
you
ruined
found
it.
out. That's right.
It was before
I was very
found
proud of you.
I thought she was hot.
And
at
I
first, so.
She is
distinctly
very
remember
hot.
my take was, "Who the fuck are you talking about?"
Well, when I was drunk
And I
the
was
night
right.
before, and I asked.
I was right by not knowing who that
How
person
did
is.
you
so.
find out?
So the night before, on election night, I was drunk, standing next to Felix smoking a cigarette, and I was like, "Who are they going to do? Because Bernie's going to be 1,000 years old in 4 years."
Blame it
And
on
he's
Felix.
like, and he said, "Maybe this lady Tulsi Gabbard, who's the troops and kind of hot, or Keith Ellison." So we still maybe Keith Ellison, but I with no
He's not
googling.
bad, but they'll crush him.
Just
Because the Democratic
regurgitated.
Party hates left candidates. They just like useless liberals.
Why can't we do some like left shit where we just fuck up Democrats?
'Cause we're
the way the
pussies.
Tea Party fucked up
because
the
because
conservatives.
everyone's
Fuck
everyone's
you.
already trying to do that, and the people that are like securing that, I guess, motivation or sentiment
Yeah.
are the third way people. It's not going to be like
Well,
a
I mean, things are
grassroots-
happening. There are people at JFK right now, like just
Yeah.
mobbing.
I want to be one of
mean-
those protest guys, like the ninja guys, like you can't see my face kind of guys. Like I'm a fucking
You want
Zapatista,
to be
bro.
black bloc?
Yeah. I want to be like the guy.
I want to go to. I want to go to JFK.
I
and
punched Richard
I want.
Spencer.
I want to go to JFK and just bring like a fucking legalize it. So just be
That's what I was
still
saying.
doing that, yeah.
I was walking around earlier and like I was seeing this like sign in somebody's window that said "We are not Trump's America." And it's like, yeah, we are. But then I
Yeah.
had got this huge whiff of dank, and I'm like, you know what? At least some things you can
Good
count
for
on.
them. Yeah.
Yo, they weren't at the women's march at all. I was looking for my brethrens in the league. First of all,
That's
you,
because it's legal there.
you can't liberate the women
Yeah.
if you can't liberate the plant that grow from the earth. Okay,
Mother,
You know why
Mother
they
Gaia
weren't-
has given us.
You know why they weren't there? Because I've smoked pot. okay? Yeah, right. What did she have? A bong hit transplant?
he had a pack of Doritos.
Everybody out there is like, I'd clap at that joke, dude, but I'm too tired to raise my arms. Yeah.
the goat. The goat.
Tom
Dude,
Myers,
I think-
you're our last hope.
Yeah, resist.
I think the British-
Yo, can we make a Tom Myers Obama face
Yeah.
thing? And it says resist.
Tom Myers, please start Dumbledore's army. We need you.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, how we doing? I gotta
that
go,
it?
guys. I gotta go to
Stav's
fucking
got to go
Jersey.
to Jersey to do
The Jersey Shore.
gig.
I gotta be
Are you
in...
going to the Jersey Shore for real?
For real.
We're in the Jersey Shore.
Uncle Vinny's, Seaside Heights.
Who are you with? Bobby?
Just by myself.
Oh, are you headlining?
No, I'm featuring, but...
Oh, who are you
Okay.
featuring for?
I don't know.
You don't even know. I don't know.
Richard Spencer.
Yeah.
They just gave me the avails and I fucking went.
How did you? Have you worked there before?
Yeah, I worked there with Bobby before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, I need to fucking go on the road with somebody. Even though I don't want to feature anymore. But just
We should go on the road,
not
dude.
bad.
We have a fucking audience from the show.
We definitely
we're
should
not
go on
bringing
the
you,
tour.
dude. I don't want you in the car.
What?
We'll get a trailer. We'll get a little trailer.
I'll do the DJing. I've been
We'll get a
listening-
sidecar.
Just let me. I'll DJ in the. I'll aux DJ. I've been listening to a lot of dub
We're
and
gonna get a
reggae,
radio
dude.
flyer, and you're gonna have to ride in it like the little boy in that movie that was abused.
No, I'm gonna be like Mitt Romney's dog. I've been like put me on the roof.
And
That would be
shit
awesome.
all over.
I would love to strap you to a roof.
I'm so scared up here, guys.
Oh yeah, the dog rides on top of the car.
Yeah, we're Mormons. We're like the nice.
Oh yeah.
Christians.
All right.
All right. Is that it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I guess that's it.
Okay. Well,
thank
give
you,
money
everyone.
to the ACLU.
Should we do a fundraiser the next Funny Moms?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
No.
do. All right. Fuck it, dude.
I'm opposed to fundraisers actually.
Did
Unless
you
they're
give
for
money?
me.
I give money to the ACLU.
Let's do a
Did you?
fundraiser. Let's do the next one.
Maybe
Let's
we
do
give a little
fundraiser.
Patreon. I don't fucking know. Okay.
No, let's not get crazy. Let's do a fundraiser is what I'm saying. The next Funny Moms, we donate to fucking who knows where. Planned Parenthood, the immigrant shit.
the immigrant shit. Dude, I really want to start a
Yeah, it's hard to the
nonprofit,
right
and the
place.
branding has like zero fucking thought that goes into it. Like I don't know, some fucking shit for immigrants. You know, whatever the
fucking- what am I thinking of?
nationalism
Blacks or
that is.
Arabs,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's so women can fuck without condoms.
We should start our
Fuck
own
501c.
nonprofit, yeah. Yo, it's for
501
free
pussy.
weed for
Yeah.
Muslims. Muslims smoke free. The next 4 years, I'll smoke out every Muslim I see. I'll smoke you up for free, Muhammad.
It's called being Muslim is fucking sick. It's fucking legit, dude.
All right. Thanks for listening, bros.
Give money.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.